All right, the next subject we learn is payback period. So basically, in this basic capital budgeting chapter, we learn different kind of method to judge whether an investment is successful or not. So we learned NPV, we learned IRR, and then the third method is payback period. So payback period gives an idea of how long does it take to get your money back. Of course, for each investment project, it requires a large capital expenditure, and you're going to put some money in, and you want to know how long does it to take your money back. So you're going to make more and more profits in later, and you're going to wait until the balance is paid off. All right. How do you calculate the payback period? You just simply by adding the cash inflows to its cost until the accumulated cash flow reaches positive. All right, so let's say this is your cash flow. All right, you have $100 invested upfront, and then in the next 3 years you make 10, 60, $80. And then if you try to get accumulated cash flow or the ending balance at the end of each year, so today you got a balance of negative 100, all right? And then after 1 year, your balance will be negative 90. So you make $10 and you add $10 to the negative 100, then you will get negative 90. And then after the next year, the second year, you make $60. You add a 60 to this balance of a 90, then you would reach negative 30. Okay, and then after the third year, you add this $80 to your balance, then your balance, your accumulated cash flow will turn out to be positive. All right, so that's a positive 50. So how do you get the payback period? Well, first of all, you know that after the second year, before the third year, your money is get paid back. So before the second year, you still have a negative balance. So it's gonna be 2 point something. So integral part is a 2, okay, it's number 2. So what's the fractional part? So the fractional part, you need to use the remaining balance, okay, at the beginning of the third year divided by the money made in the third year. So basically, you're assuming that this $80 is not made all at once at the end of the third year. Instead, it is made. This $80 is evenly distributed among all the days in the third year. It's like 40 cents each year, each day, and then that's your assumption. Okay, and then you use $30 ending balance or beginning balance of the third year divided by the money made in the third year. You get a fractional part, that's 0.375, and then you add it to the integral part, okay, that's number is a 2, and then you get your payback period. All right, so that's the regular payback period. There is a strength and a weakness of this method. So the strength is provide a good idea of the project risk, how long does it take your money back, you don't want it to be too long, and also it's easy to calculate and understand. The weakness is it ignores the time value of money, and also it ignores the payback period, the cash flow after the payback period. So what that means is if you make $1 million, okay, after year 3, let's say right here in year 4 you make $1 million, you still have a 2.7 payback period. Oops, sorry. Okay, so you still have a 2.3 payback period. Let's say, but your NPV is going to be changed dramatically if you add $1 million in year 4. And your IRR would change dramatically if you add $1 million in year 4. But your payback period just would not change if you add $1 million in year 4, because as long as it's got the $100 paid back, then you are done with the payback period. And the second disadvantage is it ignores the time value of money. Like the $10, $60, $80 here are all future cash flows. So I know this is a framework. You just add them up simply together, and you actually should discount each of the cash flow to present value, okay, and then add them back. So there it comes to the idea of a discounted payback period. In this method, instead of simply add 10, 60, and 80 to your ending balance for whatever years, you have to first discount this cash flow. Okay, so 10 with a 10% discount rate, you discount it for 1 year, you get a 9.09. $60, you discount it for 2 years with 10% rate, you get a 49.59. And then 80, you discount it for 3 years with 10% rate, you get a 60.59. 11. Okay, so just in case you forget how to do the math work, do the discount, here it goes. So if you have a $10, you discount it for 1 year, you use a 10% rate, okay, raised to the power of 1, so that you will get a 9.09. And then if you have a $60, you discount it for 2 years with a 10% interest, then you will get 49.59. And for the third year, it's $80, so you can follow the method. That's basically finite math. All right, and after you get this discounted cash flow, then you just follow the same method as you did with the regular payback period. You add this new cash to the beginning balance of the first year, which is negative 100, and you get the ending balance of the first year, that's negative 90. Okay, and then the ending balance of the first year is the beginning balance of the second year, and then this is how much money you make in the second year, 49, and then you add it to 90, you get a negative 41, and then you add this 60 to this balance, you get 18. So still, your investment of $100 get paid off after the second year, before the third year. So you have a number part, that's a 2, and the fractional part is the beginning balance of the third year divided by the money made in the third year. Okay, and also you assume that this $60 is made evenly across all the days in the third year, not just at the end of the third year.